Food market. Food markets only.
Meet Susie Smart, she is so bright. On her blackboard you can write. She has a desk, she has a seat. What's your name, my darling sweet?
My name is Susie Smart.
She can talk!
She can talk, but can she add?
2 plus 2 is 4. Cat, C-A-T.
You can spell!
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how
You recite!
Press the button, she says a dozen things, complete with desk, blackboard, and seat. Susie Smart, sold at food markets only.
What's this stuff? Some cereal. It's supposed to be good for you. Did you try it? I'm not gonna try it. You try it. I'm not gonna try it. Let's get Mikey. Yeah. He won't eat it. He hates everything. He likes it. Hey, Mikey.
Penny, Penny, Penny.
Good morning, cats and kittens, pups and pooches. It's Susie Q96, and we are up in the wee hours, 'cause we can't sleep. Good morning, Doug Harding. First one in. We're going to get to another entry into the September giveaway. You write that down before I forget, because I have not had coffee yet. All right, got you covered there, Bubba. What's happening this morning? My goodness, the clam bakers are up this morning. Get you written down. I woke up with a little headache, and I couldn't go back to sleep. So I'm going to just go through some pennies and sign up a few folks. Just be a deadbeat, because I do it so well. I hope everybody's having a good day so far. I said, I gotta make a video later with my update on my health situation, but I'm not gonna go into that right now. I'm just gonna sort me out some pennies that I was gonna open the other night, and on the Lodo show, and I had sliced my hand open, so I really kind of had to bail on that idea. Truthfully, I don't think there's a darn thing in these penny rolls. I think they have been pre-picked. They're customer rolls from the bank. And they have not produced anything thus far except copper. So mostly I'm hoping that this person doesn't know anything about errors and anomalies, and maybe I would find something like that, because I'm not finding much else. Find a glove. Box of milk, box of coin, everything but the box of gloves. This is it. There we go. See what's happening here with this. I'm surprised I'm not still asleep. I had to go 3 hours away yesterday for a doctor's appointment. 3 hours each way. Oh, it was grueling. And I wasn't happy with the results of the appointment either. Oh, we got close right there, boy. That's the closest we got to wheat. 59. Maybe we'll find something. There has been a tremendous amount of copper. I'm wondering if I didn't get somebody's copper dump. I don't know. But I still have to go through them before I can take them back to the bank. And after the news I got at the doctor, I got to start taking a lot of things to the bank. I'm going to have to be selling a lot of stuff. So yesterday's doctor visit was a life-altering experience, let's put it that way. Make a video later, let everybody know what's happening. But right now, I want to try and work on these pennies, get them done, so that I can go back to the bank. I have a lot of change laying around here. Needs to go. Then I figured, well, what the heck? Can't sleep. Let's try and clear some of this stuff off. This, I didn't think anybody'd come in, but I always try to do these on camera. Just in case something good shows up. You know, once in a while it happens. There for a while I got 2 boxes in a row. I got Indian heads and I got a proof penny. After that, I just had a decent box of uh yeah, Wheaties. And this box I'm getting nothing. Look at that piece. That looks like something we dug up, doesn't it? I don't even know what that says. That says dirty money. That's what that says. Wee-wee. Wee-wee. Oh, your grandson's up early. Yeah, that'll do it. And when the kids declare it is time, just like when my cat declares it's time. He was mad yesterday. Oh, he was mad. I guess because I was gone all day. I had to go to uh, Durham, North Carolina, down to Duke University, and I was gone. I didn't get home until almost 8 o'clock last night, and Mr. M3 was not pleased. It disrupted his entire routine, and although I tried to make it up to him by uh, giving him extra treats and so forth, as soon as I got in bed, he decided it was appropriate to bite me. First, he bit my hand, and then he bit my feet. And he was about to get thrown out of the bedroom and have to sleep in the other part of the house when he finally decided to stop jumping around and act like a regular cat. But boy, he was making me mad. He's over here supervising right now. There have been some changes there. There's a 63. Not quite in the wheat field, but he's driving up the driveway to it. Uh, but anyway, he's not happy with me because I've been moving furniture around and stuff. This apartment is incredibly tiny, and my neighbor was throwing out a desk, a one with a fold-up door. I don't know what they're called, but uh, she dropped it when she was moving in and broke the front legs off of it and messed up the drawer, and so she was throwing it out a while back. And I took it as a challenge. I don't know if I can do this or not. I'm going to try. I'm going to grab my feet right here. see if I can show you what I did with it. It was brown, but I had to paint it in order to hide some of the repairs. But it has a lot of storage in it, and so I have made space for it. There's the desk. I redid it. The drawer does not fit perfectly, but it will serve the purpose. Right now, I've just got some stuff kind of piled in it. And then up here, you can see there's a lot of storage in there that I didn't have before. And I have a nice surface here that I can put the coin books out when we're doing. I've always had a problem. I know I've got this camera in my hand. Not working very well. I still got to figure out how to mount my cameras. But as you can see, I now have a nice flat area where I can put the books out. So I just got to do a little more work on that project, but he's not happy because this thing has moved into his living room. And there's the garden back there. I have no place to garden outside, so I got everything crammed into this joint. Yeah, piles of, this is all getting reorganized, and Em is not happy. For one thing, he cannot get to the window in here, and he does not like that he can't. But he's got the bedroom window. His city condominium is set up there, one of those great big cat towers. So I get this window, he gets the other one. But anyway, I worked on that desk for quite a while. The first time I accidentally glued the brace for the drawer and upside down. I had to re-break the desk, but I finally got it where it's usable, and it hides a lot of my coin stuff that was lying around. So that was a project. And then I did a couple pieces of furniture to sell at the market. I got a little Amish style tiled desk. There. And a table. I've got to fix something on the table. The decoupage bubbles. I got to go in there with a craft knife and cut the bubbles and let the air out of them and try and get some glue up under them. So I've got two pieces to sell. And I'm trying to decide if I'm going to go this weekend or not. It's, I don't know. I probably will if the weather's okay. If I start making money, and then in October I've got a yard sale coming up. They banned community yard sales here at the old folks home, but I persuaded them to allow single family ones again. So I got to go get a permit to do that. I got a bunch of stuff that's already priced from a previous sale, and then some other things to put out. And what I don't sell out of that, most of it is going to end up going to the local thrift store because I have a whole uh, storage unit full of stuff, a lot of which needs to be sold or donated. I got a lot of things coming up here in the next month, and hopefully by then it will be cooled down enough that I can do a little metal detecting. I got out there the other day and I had to quit. It was just unbearably hot. I didn't find much. I found a little kid's ring. It's cute, but it wasn't valuable. It's cute. Maybe 12 cents and some pull tabs, screws, and same old crap that you always. The thing is about it though, about being busy is that my health really isn't that great, and I don't want to be this busy. I mean, I like redoing the furniture. That to me is relaxing, and like the metal detecting, but I don't really like doing the farmer's market anymore. It's a lot of work, just like the yard sales. Those I'm doing out of financial necessity and not out of, oh, I want to do this. I mean, I used to like doing the farmer's market, but now every time I go, I end up hurting myself because I'm on these stupid blood thinners. And if I just really bump myself, I'm cut open. Uh, we are trying to get the okay from a couple more doctors for me to get this implant called a Watchman. It goes in your heart and it prevents blood clots from getting in there, and also prevents them forming. So it allows you to go off of the blood thinners, which I really need. And the doctor yesterday, that was a rheumatologist, but he also agreed that I need to get off of it because of my autoimmune things. So my friend Carl just got one of these Watchmen put in last week, and he told me he already feels like 1,000 times better. His energy's coming back. Whoever the lurkers are in here in this room, you do need to know that the first 5 people are getting entries into the September giveaway. But if you don't post something in the stream and I don't know you're here, I can't give you an entry. And there's still a couple spots left. So if you're lurking, you need to say something so I can put you on the prize eligibility list for the drawing for the September giveaway. It's up to you, though. If you're not interested in winning prizes, I can't force you. They ain't forced you. Keep going back. I'm no worker. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I tell you, one of the hardest parts about those long journeys to the doctor is the fact that the drivers for the uh, medical transport are told not to stop. Well, they have to stop for me because otherwise I'm gonna pee in their car. But they won't. They aren't allowed to stop for food or anything like that. And by the time I got out of the appointment, there was no place open in the medical facility. So now, when I go on these adventures, I have to carry a cooler with me, or you know, anyway, a container with food and beverages in it, and half of them they don't want you to eat in their car. Oh yeah, I know you're going to Alaska. I'm already tasting that salmon. Oh, you are so lucky. I would like to go to Alaska. I have never been. Let's look for the DVR. I forget. Yeah, I want to go to California. And I found this website online the other day. I'm gonna give it a go because I have nothing to lose. Um, it's kind of like Make a Wish for old people, and they don't do anything to do with paying your bills or uh, medical things. It's it's like Make a Wish for old people. So I'm gonna send one in because I want to go to California. There's three things I want to do in California. Thing number one, I want to go visit my nephew who lives in Northern California and is a college professor, and I have not seen him for many years. And I just would like to go visit him and meet his girlfriend that he's been with forever and ever. And then while I'm up in the northern area, I would like to meet my one of my idols, an unusual idol for a girl from Florida who never set foot in an ice skating rink. But I would like to go to the San Jose area and meet Susie Galindo, former U.S. men's world figure skating champion, who is still teaching figure skating, and he is very inspirational to me. Hello, Elton Jones. Elton Jones is going to get an entry in the September giveaway. Welcome, good morning, Elton Jones. And then the third thing that I would like to do in California, heading south, well, actually, there's two more things. I would like to go to a Dodgers baseball game. I have been a lifelong Dodgers fan, and I have seen them play, but never on their home turf. And last but not least, I would like to wander down to Huntington Beach and have the opportunity to metal detect with Robert Ferguson. So that's I'm gonna submit my wish to the old people's make a wish and see if they will send me to California for doing that. Why not? The worst that can happen, nothing happens. Best that can happen, I grant my wish. So anyway, I just thought that would be, because I will never be able to do those things unless somebody gave me the trip. But I'd like to do that before my health deteriorates to a point where I didn't even know there was such a thing, but a friend told me about it. There's an EDT over here. Yeah, I have found absolutely nothing in these roles. And like I said, I am pretty sure since they are customer roles, we're looking for a DVR here. Yeah, I am pretty sure that whoever rolled these has picked them clean. Like I said, I have found a lot of copper. Ooh, I found a Canadian. That's the best thing we found so far. A 1979 Canadian pin. All right, who was the last? Canadian pennies don't really count. So, and there's the Queen. God rest her soul. Uh, well, either the person didn't like Canada or they missed that, or in fact, these haven't been scored. I don't know. I really think they have, because I'm on like roll 7 or 8, and I haven't really found much. Quite a bit of copper, though. A lot of copper, which has made me think that this was a dump. I'm hanging in there, Elton. I'm gonna do a video later talking about my visit to the specialist yesterday and what it means in the grand scheme. But I woke up earlier with a headache. The headache's gone, but uh, I'm okay. I would like some coffee, but oh, ooh, yeah, God, I got a mocha coffee in there. I'm having to cut back on my coffee because it's been triggering AFib attacks, but the iced coffee doesn't seem to bother me as much, and I think that's because it's watered down. So, just hold on for 1 second. I'm gonna get me these. I bought these so I'd have one for my trip yesterday. Man, I learned something on my trip, or at least I think I did. The driver who was transporting me was driving a hybrid car, and I have never really been in a hybrid, and I was riding in the back. There's Les, and I can't give Les an entry because I'm still having problems. Les, the package came back to me again. So what I'm gonna do? Do you have PayPal or do you use Amazon? Because what I'm gonna do instead of trying to send the package back again is just send you a gift card or an equivalent amount of the value of what you've won. I've been trying for over a year now to get this package to less. We won a little scale and some currency, and for some reason the British government doesn't want to let it in. I don't know if they thought the scale was for drug use or whatever, but they don't want me to send this stuff to Les. So I figure what I can do is send him Amazon credit and he can order a scale or whatever he wants. And that way I won't have to be dealing with customs because they are really pissing me off. I don't seem to have a problem with Canada, with getting stuff to go through to Canada. But boy, the UK, and they just fight. I know, but I feel bad, Les, because it's been over a year since you won that stuff, and I still just can't. It makes me mad. It shouldn't be that way. I should be able. We should be able to send things to people. An M3 for won't go away. I will do that, Les, but I just feel bad about it, because you're the only person that I have ever had a prize for that I could not get them. And it's frustrating. It is so frustrating. What time is it where you are, Les? Yeah, that's another one of those old people make a wish things that I could put in for. I'd like to go to Great Britain because my dad's family. I got stuck on my family research because the area my father's family was from, in the U.S., uh, names like Smith and Jones are very common. But in the area that my father's family is from, there's like a bazillion Martins and a bazillion White House. And I really need to be where I can do the research and try to access some documents because I are stuck. I've been stuck. I got a clue the other day, though. Maybe follow up on that. I need to look at the 1851 census. Stuck it there. And also for the area around Dudley. See if I can find my route. I kind of like to go there. I look at close. I ain't close. What? Be close. I'm down to 2 people. I was surprised I had any people up back to 3. Yeah, not a single weekly. I'm pretty sure if you said yeah. 28. What? I gotta go through every and then throw them all back on it. This week is crap for goodness gracious. 82. Anyway, I couldn't sleep. I got up, had something from a headache, gave little M some treat. So yes, typically, yeah, it's very early. It's 6:03 a.m. and I've been on here for a half hour. I got up about 5 because I couldn't go back to sleep. So I figured, well, this would be a good time to do some pennies. It's not too strenuous, but yeah, I want to get these back to the bank, and then I'm not going to get any boxes for a while. Only reason I got this one is when I went the last 2 times I went in the lobby, I didn't get any pennies, and the bank teller was like, I don't know why she's supposed to be Mary. I don't even correct her anymore, but she's like, Mary, you want a box of pennies today? And so I went ahead and got this one, and it's been a little disappointment. So when I finish this one, I have all these assorted coins that I need to look at for errors. I've got a bunch of nickels. I don't know what I was doing with. I don't know if I looked in my albums yet to see if they're needed. I don't know if I have checked them for errors. I don't know if I've checked them for anything. But they're in this plastic box. Some of them are in envelopes, and some of them are just lying in the bottom of this box. So instead of getting more pennies, we're going to start going through all this odd pennies. We're still going to be doing the car wash quarters, but I want to clear some of this change up that I have no idea why it's here. Put it back in circulation. Whatever I roll up from it is going in the moving fund. I did yesterday get my car insurance changed over. I hated to leave a company that I had been with for many years, but they almost doubled my insurance rate, where I was actually paying more for insuring this old car that I drive than the car is actually worth. Uh, so I asked the lady that comes and helps me with the house a couple of days a week. She has a car that is a year newer than mine, but the same make and model, and she is about the same age. And so I asked her what her insurance premium was, and it was way cheaper than mine, and with a very reputable company, one that's been around so long that my dad had his car insurance through them. I called them up, and my car insurance payments went from $132 a month to $60 a month for the exact same coverage. So I finally got that switched over yesterday, and that is a substantial savings. Oh, and I actually on this one I also got renter's insurance, which I did not have on the other. So I got more coverage for less than half the cost. So that will that savings from that is going to be going into the moving fund. Another roll of nothing except we got that one little medium out of it. There it is. Junior's demanding your time. All right, gang. All right, Clam Vickers. We will see you later. Take care of that baby. Those grandkids, they gotta have it now. Fuel. Fuel. Roll. And I'm just gonna sit here and go until I don't feel like doing anymore. I'll go do something else until I don't feel like doing it anymore. I'm gonna take it pretty easy today. I got some videos I need to make, and I do have my metal detecting show at 1 o'clock Eastern time. We will do those two in the third. So in a little bit, I gotta look at make my decision on what channel we're gonna look at today. We're gonna be looking at my state of birth, Iowa. Of course, I am there. We'll cut her through today. I gotta make a comment video for the giveaway. I'm so behind. And the comment video about the Patreon giveaway. If you are not a Patreon, you can sponsor my channel through them for as little as $2.96 a month. But I am not monetized yet. I don't get the benefit of like super stickers or channel membership. So we do it through Patreon, and basically you just go over there, you pick a tier, and you pledge that amount of money each month. I have the horrors and dirt tier with the $2.96, and it just comes once a month from whichever payment source you select, and it helps you pay the postage, that sort of thing. I have been paying the $25 a month to StreamYard so that I was not limited to 18 hours of streaming. But I think I'm going to have to cut that back for a while and figure out how to make it work for a couple months to save that money. I- I'll explain all this money budget cutting thing later, but it has to do with my health issues and me trying to get moved. Gotta do what you gotta do. Come on, there's gotta be something in this role. Gotta come. That's good, Elton. Everybody's always wanted to come hang out. My microscope works better through this app than it does through the software that came with it. And that's one of the reasons whenever I'm doing this, I always live stream it. If nobody shows up, I'm still uh, able to use the scope through here and see a lot better than I can with the regular software. The regular software doesn't really let me zoom in like this does. So this way, in case I do find something really cool, I have a record of it. I can always go back in and edit that little section out into a short and at least have a little video of, oh, that's what we found. So, and it helps me if I lose my piece of paper where I've been keeping track of what I find in the box, then I can go back to the video and clarify what came out of what box. I've done a lot of video on my GoPro of metal detecting hunts that just really didn't, the content isn't great enough to make a full video. So I'm going to go back through those, see if I can at least rescue a couple of shorts out of it. And start. Oh, I, where is that cat there? I've looked on Megabug and I can't find it. And I have looked on my search and I can't find it. But every time I put a penny under there it is. There it is. It's stuck on something. It is stuck on. Oh, there's 4 people in here, and I still have 2 spots left for the September giveaway.
I wonder what the non-pathetic people are doing tonight.
Okay, there's All Things Silver. Good morning. Him 3 meow, and he's Z'd out over here. Welcome, All Things Silver. You just got an entry in our September giveaway drawing, which will be actually happening, I think it's like October the 1st. Let me look at my calendar. Come on, calendar, pop up here. It's lazier than me. Yeah, October the 3rd is when the drawing is. October the 3rd. So we will, and you do, while I would appreciate if people were present, because there are some in-stream drawings that if you're not there, you can't get them. But you don't have to be present to win for the grand prize, but you do have to claim it within 5 days of if you are the winner. Otherwise, I'll put it back in the prize bin for the next time I feel like giving something away. I've only had to do that a couple of times, and I hate it, but I don't have time to go look all over everybody else's channel to find the winners. And so that's how I do it. We're pretty laid back here. Looking forward to Close AM. Nope, they not dancing. They're not dancing. We need some music. That's a problem in here. It's too darn quiet. Too quiet. Yeah, that's pretty quiet. I do hear crickets. That's about it. Where's the music? There it is. If y'all would take a moment and hit the like button, the subscribe if you have not done that yet, I would appreciate it. The subscribe. There we go. Alright, back to the pennies. Yeah, this box, I think I'm wasting my time unless maybe I find another Canadian or something. I had a box like this once before where I just kept going and going and going. I couldn't find anything, and then all of a sudden I found an Indian head and some other stuff. There could be some stuff hiding in here, but I'm pretty sure these rolls have been pickied through. Oh my goodness. Ow. I need drugs. I mean medicine. Or drugs. You can call them what you want to. I gotta go to the drugstore. Pick mine up for a bit later. they're open yet. I'm pretty sure they're not. Wish I was where my brother is. He's at the beach this week. Do I keep the copper pennies? I used to, but I don't really have. There's that darn cat hair again. I think I got it this time. I don't really have a lot of space, and I don't know what to do with them. So what I do now is I put them off to the side until I'm done with the box, and I weigh them to see how much copper was actually in the box. And then I usually end up taking them back because I'm on a needs to be fixed income. And I just can't afford to have boxes of pennies sitting around. So I do make a note of how much copper there is, and then I usually take it back. Of course, I keep the meats. I've got a pretty good container here right now of coppers. There's been a lot of copper in here, so whoever rolled these definitely did not keep their copper. I tried to find someone that was interested in buying the copper, but that didn't happen. So finally I ended up taking it back in when I had some bill issues. My husband that I had been separated with from for 25 years decided it was appropriate to divorce me while I was in the intensive care unit, so I didn't have a chance to try and save my income, and I lost my $300 a month that I was getting for support. So I ended up cashing all that copper and trying to pay my bills. So now I just keep a tally of it, and then I take it back, release it into the wild. I mean, my apartment is tiny. I guess they say, well, it's an old person, they can't walk very far, so they don't need a big, so they don't need a big apartment, you know, because they're old and they're not going anywhere. And it's like I've got stuff crammed in every nook and cranny in this place. And I have a storage unit, which I never had to have. But I got one now. And I want to try to get rid of it, because that's another bill I don't need to be paying. Yeah, he's kind of a jerk, but now he's somebody else's problem. I don't think he realized. He got him a little girlfriend down in the assisted living facility that I was helping pay for, so that he could have a really nice private room. I was going without. My share of our pension was supposed to be $600 a month, and I was taking $300 so that I could help pay for his fancy schmancy room. And he found him a girlfriend who convinced him to do all this. She also called. I had been using a couple of my credit cards to pay for his transportation to and from places because he can't drive. He's got a brain injury, which I also had his power of attorney, and I don't know how he managed to pull all this crap off, but he did. So anyway, she thought that if he divorced me, that they were going to be able to, that she was going to be able to get that pension. just, that it was just going to keep going, but that's not how it worked. And there for a while, he had to refile all over again with a different wife, and I don't know how that turned out, but I know for a while she was having to support him, and I don't think she realized, because one of the things she did was she got into his paperwork, she got my credit card information that I was using to pay for his transport to the VA until they would reimburse, and she called the credit card company and told them I was dead. It took me over a year to straighten that mess out. And I wish now I had just let them continue thinking I was dead. But, yeah, she thought she was going to be able to collect his Social Security when he goes, and she thought she was going to be able to collect his VA pension. Surprise, honey, you're not getting it. But yeah, he waited until I was she thought because he divorced me that then she was going to be able to get that pension. And I got my portion of it while we were married. But she doesn't understand. First of all, she's his third wife. His first wife was not eligible to collect any of his VA or Social Security because they weren't married long enough. He and I were married 25 years. So it doesn't matter how long this third one is married to him. I'm the one that is entitled to any of the money. But yeah, it's her problem. And she used to send me these messages. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Dolly Parton song, Jolene. But she would send me these messages and sign them Jolene. Well, not too long ago, there was a trio who showed up on, I think it was America's Got Talent. They're called Chapel Heart. And it's these three lovely black ladies who do country music, and they are awesome. If you haven't heard Chapel Heart, they are really, really good. You need to check them out. But they wrote a song figuring that after all these years, somebody needed to respond to the song Jolene. So they wrote this song called You Can Have Him, Jolene. And this lady's been sending me messages off and on, signing them Jolene. So I just sent her the video to You Can Have Him, Jolene. And then I blocked her again. So, but in the scheme of it, I lost the money because I did not reply to the divorce hearing. Well, I couldn't because I was in intensive care and it was in a different state, so there was no way I was going to be able to travel. She helped him figure this out. He didn't have done this on his own, I don't think. But that plunged me into a lot of financial stress that I have yet to be able to get out of. So one thing at a time, I'm finding ways to cut back on my budget. I just found a better quote on the car insurance, and I've got my phone bill down to where it's only $35 a month, and I never use all the time on it, so I've done that. So close to that wheat field. I was able to get my internet down. I can probably get it down some more, but I'm having trouble filling out this application online, so I gotta call them. One by one, I'm knocking these bills down where I can try to get some more money saved up. I have got to move. I cannot get the medical care here that I need. I mean, it's not an option at this point. It is a necessity that I get moved within the next 6 months. And since I cannot get into the low-cost housing in Michigan because the waiting lists just are not moving, what I'm gonna have to do is save up somehow a year's worth of rent, not relying on my Social Security. So above and beyond my Social Security, I got to come up with a year's rent, which for a 1-bedroom is going to be, I'm calculating about $1,000 a month. So I got to save up in the next 6 months about $10,000 because I do have some put away, although some of that is for the moving expenses. Alright, Elton's going to bed. Alright, Elton, good night, get some rest. Sleep is good. Sleeps are good. And see, I went to bed at like 9 last night, so when I woke up at 4, it was like, okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and I flipped and flopped for a while and decided, let's get up and play pennies. Well, it says there's 5 people in here. There is still 1 available qualifying slot for the September giveaway drawing, but until the invisible man or woman makes a post, I can't give them that spot. So when you show your face, or at least your name, we can do that. Assign that last spot. So anyway, the only way I'm going to be able to get there now is just, I got to start selling everything. And move that way, and then get up there, and then I can look around for lower cost housing. But that's how I'm going to have to do it. Always. I'm going to be a busy for the next few months, trying to sell jewelry that I make and stuff out of my storage, dust off my eBay store.
It all goes to show you that it's always something. It all goes to show you that it's always something.
What is going on here?
It all goes to show you that it's always something. It all goes to show you that it's always something. It all goes to show you that it's always something. It all goes to show you that it's always something. It all goes to show you that it's always something. It all goes to show you that it's always something. It all goes to show you that it's always something. It all goes to show you that it's always something. It all goes to show you that it's always something. It all goes to show you that it's always something. It all goes to show you that it's always something. It all goes to show you that it's always something.
That show was so
It all
funny
goes
when
to
it first
show
came
you
out,
that
and
it's
then,
always
I don't know, I
something.
guess humor changed,
It all
and I
goes to
didn't
show
change
you
with it.
that it's always something.
And
It all goes to show you that it's always something. It all goes to show you that it's always
got to a
something.
point where I just didn't much
It
care
all
for
goes
it
to show you
anymore.
that it's always something.
I haven't watched it
It
for
all
a
goes to show
long
you
time.
that it's always
And part
something.
of it was I used to like
It all
the
goes to
musical
show
Yes,
you
and my
that
taste
it's
in
always
music did not
something.
evolve, I guess,
It
in the
all
same
goes to
way.
show you that it's always
It
something.
just kind of lost
It
me.
all goes to show you that it's
outgrew
always something. It all goes to
14-year-old
show you
boy
that it's
humor.
always something.
Or
It
what
all
one of my
goes to
friends
show
calls
you
toilet
that
boy
it's always
humor.
something. It all goes to show you that it's always something. It all goes to show you that it's always something.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that
It all
still
goes to
like
show
it,
you that it's always something.
but I just
It all
couldn't.
goes to show you that it's always something. It all goes to show you that it's always
Yeah,
something.
it got stuck.
It all goes to show you that
There's
it's
a thing I
always
gotta go in there
something.
and turn off.
It all goes to show you that
It's
it's
stuck
always
on loop.
something. It all goes to show you that it's always something.
There we go. That should kill it. Let's just kill all of it. I turn that off. There. That should do it. Yeah, it gets stuck. No, there's a little check box in there that puts it on loop, and it defaults to being on loop. And you have to go in and manually tell it, just play once and then stop. And when I turned the music on, I did not unclick that box, and so it just was over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Kind of like my dad. There we go. Alrighty, I think we killed it now. Is it dead? Did we boo the band off the stage? All right, that's good. This is going to be the longest penny box in history. Like I said, I think this one has been picked clean of anything with wheat on it. But we did find a Canadian, so we know he wasn't picking Canadians out of here. Looking for the DDR. Not there. Not there. Not there. Alright, thank you. It's early in the morning. I'm allowed to screw up. Hell, I screw up every show I do. I don't even try to pretend that I'm gonna do high dollar production. It's not gonna happen here at It's Susie Q96. If we get on the air and we do the show, we have accomplished our goal. Yeah, I do put a little more time into the actual freestanding videos. And I try not to make them horribly sloppy, but in general, especially on the Deadbeat Club streams, these are very free form. They're just like, hey, I'm gonna go on and we're going to chit chat and look at some coins or talk about whatever, music or detecting, or pretty much the only things I don't discuss on here are politics and religion, because I don't want people sniping at each other. I just come in here and use my microscope, look at my coins, and do what I do. Which is probably why I've never been monetized, and I try, but I'm not gonna go into some of the antics. I believe the popular word now is shenanigans. I'm too old. I got my own shenanigans. Yeah, I watched some of the Rodney case, because I do watch Adventures with Purpose, although I have kind of gotten turned off by them lately, because they had long made this promise that they weren't going to get involved with murders and conspiracies and all that, and then now that's what they're doing. I haven't watched any of the stuff that's come out in the last week or so, but I knew as soon as I heard Adventures with Purpose was going over there, I said, okay, they're going to find that girl. Because I just had this gut instinct that the locals were not focused in the right direction. And part of that, I believe, is because there's a little bit of accountability there on the part of the local authorities as to why were they allowing these giant parties where there were hundreds of people, most of whom were underage, out there drinking and drugging and God knows what else. But why were the local authorities allowing that to happen in the first place? Why was that party even happening? Oh, we got a 74S. At least we got an S. I'll put that up there. Yeah, I think foul play may well have been involved in that. Or she was just totally freaking wasted. Now, this girl, I don't care if she graduated from high school already. She was 16. She was underage. So she shouldn't have been out there drinking and smoking dope or doing whatever. Yeah, exactly. Most of the cops in that area, their kids were out there partying. Why? I don't know what the drinking age is there, but I wouldn't. I mean, yeah, when I was 16, we would sneak out and do that kind of stuff. But this girl was there with the permission of her parents. What were they thinking? Letting a 16-year-old girl go by herself out into a party where you knew drugs and alcohol were going to be in play. And yeah, the fact that she was found in the back cargo area, not in the driver's seat, looks very bad. There's a lot of stuff wrong with that case. A lot of stuff. But to me, the number one thing that is wrong is why were those kids allowed to be out there drinking and partying in the first place? And, back in the 60s, I participated in parties like that. I did. But it certainly wasn't with my parents' permission. If my parents knew where the party was, they'd have come right in the middle of the party and dragged me out of there and whooped my butt. These kids were out there with the, parents' permissions. They're like, yeah, go out there, have a good time, party hardy. Huh? You sent a 16-year-old kid to a party, driving a car where you knew she was going to get effed up, and then you're crying because your child disappears. Well, if your child hadn't been given permission to be out there in the first place, she probably would not have disappeared. But yeah, there's a problem with her, where she was in that car for sure. I mean, I have it's not a full-size SUV. It's a hatchback. And there's no way that I would be able. Oh, Diggins getting the last spot. Hi, Diggin. You just got an entry to the September gift away drawing. That was the last available one. And there's Diggin. Hi, Diggin. But yeah, I question what all those kids were doing out there in the first place. My guess, if I were making the theory, is that she, and you'll have to wait for toxicology and all of that, but my guess is that either A, somebody did something to her, or B, she overdosed and the kids didn't know what to do. Oh my God, what are we going to do? So they stuffed her in the back of the car and took it down and ran it into the lake, thinking, oh, nobody will ever find her if we do that. And then they were probably all out there pretending to look for her too. So that's a whole nother can of worms there. But yeah, well, thank you, Diggin. I'm not going to be on too much longer. I couldn't sleep, and I wanted to, I got to work on these pennies. So I thought, what the heck? I can't read that. Something, something, something. It's a something, something, something. I think Clambake left already. The grandbaby was up, so I just wanted to do, I took something for my headache, and well, I'm in what you call it, StreamYard, and I can't do blue wrenches from StreamYard. I have to go in, I have to be in YouTube to do them. There's no way to do it from here, and I can't live stream through YouTube directly because I don't have enough people. I'm not monetized or anything. So I basically, I can't get there from here. I have to remember to do it when I'm actually in a YouTube situation. That's my number one complaint, actually, about StreamYard, is that I can't get there from here. I gotta do all this convoluted stuff to get anything done. And I have written to them. I'm sure I'm not the only one that has said, hey, if you could integrate with YouTube just a little bit better so that we don't have to run. I can, but I can't do any of the other things that I do. I can't run my Nightbot. I can't do, you know, if I live stream through YouTube, that's all I can do. I can't use my effects. I can't use my Nightbot. I have to do the integrated in order to do some of the extra things that I do. One by one, StreamYard is fixing some of those things. But like if I go through them, I can't really do the sharing of the other channel videos that I do, and I can't do my sound effect. There's a lot of stuff that I would have to forfeit, and I don't really want to. So I keep bugging them to try to get them to do that integration where we can, because like the other thing, we can't, when you're in StreamYard, you can't see who your mods are. There's no blue. There is no blue. So it's a trade-off, and they keep adding things to the StreamYard, and I'm hoping eventually they will figure out how to do that. But so far they haven't. So they did recently add the StreamYard contest picker, so I don't have to load up a separate YouTube comment picker anymore. So that's a good thing. They're getting there. They just got a little ways to go. I know there will be a whole lot of people happy if they make it where we can see all the blue without having to load YouTube on a separate tab or device. Yeah, I'm going to go when this roll of pennies is done. Thanks for popping in, All Things Silver. I appreciate it. And you did get an entry, so that's a good thing. Just going to do the rest of this roll and then move on, because it's after 6 now. We have this thing here at the old people's farm where we have, it's not like a curfew, but it's the quiet time, and quiet time runs until 7 a.m. So by the time I finish this roll, it'll be 7 a.m. and I can actually turn my TV on and not worry about making any noise. I got a new neighbor who, if you breathe too loud, she wants to complain. But yet she thinks it's okay for her grandkids to run up and down the hall and scream and carry on. It's one of those equal opportunity offenders, I guess. But so after 7, then I can wander the halls, take my laundry down to the laundry room, and not have to worry that my little laundry cart's gonna make too much noise. God, people. Not a single Wheatie, so I'm pretty sure this box has been pre-picked for my convenience. But I did get that S mint mark, and I got a Canadian. That's about all we got so far. We did get our entries, our 5 entries that we wanted for the gift away. So I accomplished my goals. I did some penny rolls, talked to some nice people, and got some people signed up to win a prize later on in the month. So it's all good. All good. 2 more to go. Yeah, get quarters at the soda machine. I do that. I do that. If I can't get to the car wash, I go down there, put 4 quarters in, and then I hit the change return and get 4 different quarters back. Alrighty, well, all we got today out of those 4 rolls, I thought I did 5, but I only did 4, was we got a 1974 S. And we got a 1976, I believe, 79, 1979 Canadian penny. So that was our finds with our morning coffee. And so far, that's about the only thing we found in this whole box of any value. Oh yeah, we did find this the other day. We got a 2009 from the Lincoln series. So far out of this box, that's the sum total of goodies. So we'll keep looking at it though. We got a lot of rolls to go. And I'll probably be back. Well, I know I'll be back at 1 o'clock Eastern with sweeping the dirt. A little bit of detecting stuff. I don't know what these 2 pennies are doing lying here. See what they are. I don't think they're of any importance. Just something that got picked up off the floor when I rearranged the furniture. So, in the hopper. Alrighty, gang. I'll be back about 1 o'clock with some metal detecting goodies. I appreciate everybody stopping in, and I'll see y'all later. Oh, I gotta go feed the cat before he tears my arm off. We'll see ya. Bye.